I think the concept of understanding mental health for me actually wasn't introduced to a much later age because there wasn't as much awareness as there is today about what it means to have mental health. But I was diagnosed with ADHD at quite a young age. I think I was about 10. So I think I understood I was different, or something was different in my brain, but I didn't really learn about how to deal with it in the best way till much later in life. It made me feel like I couldn't accomplish things at school and I couldn't be normal like everyone else. Like I couldn't be successful in academia or in the world because I had this learning difficulty. So it was really hard for me to, foresee the future or have any hope because of that. I think that I had a lack of people to talk to, and there wasn't much access or understanding. Even today, I think it's like there's so much available, but I think a lot of people don't actually know what there is available. Like Mind, I didn't know that that existed till way later in my not even my teenage years, in my adult years. And there wasn't as much available when I was younger, so I just kind of dealt with it. But that's how my unhealthy coping mechanisms started. When I was like 18 or something, I had a boyfriend at the time, and his mum was a therapist, and that was my first introduction to therapy and to healing, and it changed my life, and it inspired me actually to do what I do now, because I want to be able to do that for someone else now. But that was my first introduction, it was by chance. You need to help yourself in the best way that for you, and you have to do a lot of trial and error for that. So I tried loads of different therapists and loads of different types of therapy and holistic healing and loads of different things. But for me, I think what helped me the most is, first of all, just like reaching out to the right people that actually will give me the support that I need. And also, I do take medication. I take anti-anxiety and antidepressants, and there's a bit of stigma to that, but I don't think there's any shame, because you would take a Nurofen if you had a headache. So yeah, and it helps me a lot to just stabilize my mood. And meditation and mindfulness also really helps me, to clear my head. It's really important to challenge labels that are given to you, especially with mental health. So obviously with ADHD, like a lot of my teachers and parents said I was an academic and I can't study because I can't focus, but actually ADHD people have the ability to hyper-focus, which means if you're passionate about something and something truly interests you, you can give it 110%, and I call that a superpower, to be honest. It's all about like channeling and utilizing your strengths. At school, I think they tell you have to be good at every subject, and like I wasn't good at maths or science, but I was amazing at creative writing and at sociology and things like that, like humanistic stuff. And I didn't realise that I could just play to my strengths as an adult, and I wouldn't fail completely if I'm not good at everything. So I think it's really important just to teach young people that it's okay not to be good at everything. Just figure out what your strengths are. Everyone has them, and you might not know today or next year or the year after, but if you do the journey and the self-discovery and just put yourself out there, then you'll get there eventually. I think it's just really important to not let limiting beliefs and other people's voices keep you from doing what you're doing. My parents actually said to me when I said I was going to university, they were like, but you're not a very academic person. I have a master's degree. I have a first-class degree. Like I did it. So I think I use that every time I was like, okay, like watch me. Like you have to channel that to like fuel you to do better. So I think it's just really important to not listen to the labels and not be defined by that. You can define yourself.